What up, YouTube? Back at it again with another speech topic. Alright, so today's topic, we had to watch a YouTube speech and we had to analyze and go through it pretty much. First, we had to listen to it without taking notes. The second time, taking notes and analyzing. So the first time I listened to Emma Watson's speech speaking to the UN about feminism and equal rights for women. I thought it was pretty interesting the first time I listened through it, but then as I took notes, I was actually counting and listening and looking at her, looking at the way she broke it down. So pretty much, Emma Watson is a really good speaker. One, she was totally like dressed for the occasion. She was totally there. She was, because she's speaking to the United Nations, she wasn't wearing anything, casual, nothing, no dress down, nothing like that. She was wearing all business attire. On top of that, she was very like in the moment. Like, she was speaking to a large audience. She made sure that she spoke to the audience. She wasn't quiet. She was very vocal about everything. Also, she used a lot of statistics, a lot through her whole speech. She was using a lot of numbers, like 30% of the crowd were male. There were so many countries, not a single country that has equal women rights for women. I thought this is interesting, and I thought it was a really effective way because of I thought it was an effective way that she spoke, because it was a very effective way to pretty much lay out a speech, especially when you're trying to persuade people. Also, her speech was a really good persuasive speech about getting everybody kind of on board, especially with the United Nations. She was addressing them and asking them to hop on for women's equal rights. And she was using a lot of first she started off getting personal. So she started off with her personal experiences, how she was judged throughout high school, and how she noticed that a lot of her friends were changing. So she stayed a feminist, in her words, through high school and through grade school, while a lot of her other friends were like, I gotta stop playing sports, I gotta stop working out, because the muscle appearance isn't what a woman should look like. And she said at that moment, when everybody was starting to fall away from their ways of equality, she started to become more feminist. She used a lot of like if and then statements. I thought that was pretty effective, because like she's saying, like, if women's equality was better, then women won't have such a problem getting a job, or for example, like the white collar jobs wouldn't be so for women. So I thought it was pretty good. And then she even referenced back to a speech about women's rights before. So she talked about how Hillary Clinton made a women's rights speech in Beijing in 97, and she said that, okay, Hillary Clinton did a good job at this speech, and it was about equal rights and equal everything, because that was kind of at the beginning when it started. But then she goes on and jumps right into statistics with the past, and was like, out of the audience for Hillary Clinton, only 30% of them were male. So it's like, so she said, why even have like how is feminism going to become better, or how is any of that going to like kind of be implemented and start changing if only 30% of the world is listening? So I thought it was pretty interesting. But yeah, overall was a great speech. I enjoyed listening to it twice, especially because I'm a Harry Potter fan. Emma Watson definitely caught my attention. So yeah, looking forward to getting a reply. All right.